What is going on, everyone? Hayden here. Got my water today. Slightly warm water, which is obviously quite frustrating. And it's not coffee because I've already had 2 coffees today. 1 decaf. Pushing it a little bit. In this video, I want to talk about Amazon FBA, and I want to talk about the difference between sticking with it and doing what others are doing, or looking for new opportunities. Because I've been in this slight, how can I put it? It's a sort of paradoxical sort of split between chasing regular OA, regular wholesale, which I don't do by the way, but just regular OA in my case, or looking into more unique opportunities with, you know, different sorts of private label, perhaps unique bundles, perhaps doing really fast sellers and stuff. And there's always something else to chase, and this is what I want to sort of talk about today. Because I've had a few breakthroughs, and I keep seeing a current theme from the most successful people. So I just wanted to talk about this, okay? I believe that any strategy works on Amazon, but people seem to believe that you have to chase the next best thing. You have to chase things. And as I'm someone that's sort of going through this and have gone through this, and sort of still finding my feet, you know, I've been doing Amazon sort of, I don't know, over a year now, I don't know, maybe a year and 1 month or something. I think it'll be really good for me to just talk about this. So obviously there's always going to be new opportunities come up, but what I currently see, what I always see, is that those that stick to something, this is the first point, those that stick to something and stick it out and don't keep chasing the new thing but become an expert in what they're doing and get really good at it, no matter what strategy that is, there's always success. They always find success. I know many sellers that just do OA and they're very successful. I know many sellers that just do wholesale, they're very successful. I know sellers that just do unique bundles, they're very successful. I know sellers that just sell fast selling items and nothing else, they're very successful. Do you see what I mean here? There's this theme is not a coincidence. It's because they found their thing. And I think I've been in this trap recently as well. This is why I want to talk about it. You can always get distracted by that new thing. But here's the thing that I want to talk about in correlation to this point, right? The people that become successful are the ones that stick to one thing. You sticking to something when others are going off it, right? You doing the opposite to following the herd, right? Let me give you an example. Right now, I feel like things are changing. Right now, I feel like a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people are stopping chasing the ordinary online arbitrage, right? And they're trying to look into other things. Perhaps it's wholesale, perhaps it's wholesale in a different way, perhaps it's brand deals, unique bundles, private label. The reason they're doing this is not because they've got a problem with OA, it's not because they don't want to stick to OA, right? It's because they think that OA could be dying. They're worried about the saturation, right? They're worried about these things, right? Therefore, right, I always look at doing things now. I've got a new mindset on this. Listen to this, right? If you start doing the opposite to what people are doing, that's where things can be made. That's where opportunities can be made, in my belief, right? In my opinion, right? So now I was looking into, say, let's just do unique bundles. Let's master that. And then I thought, hold on a minute. Look what's happening here. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work this out, okay? If everyone is stopping OA because they think it's too saturated, because it can get saturated, so I completely understand that. The margins are going low. They want higher margins. I get that, right? I've now decided to not do anything else and just 100% stick to regular OA. Why? Because everyone else is getting scared of it. Everyone else is running away from it. But hold on a minute. Then why do I know very successful sellers in OA? That have got very sizable businesses. I know why. Because they didn't get distracted by these other things, because they stuck to that and they stuck it out. And this is the thing, you may not think that that's doing anything different. You may think that OA is sort of dying or it could be dead or whatever. Why are they successful? Because everyone else is running away, chasing other things, getting scared that there has to be another opportunity. You've got to do other things because it's dying, quote unquote, or because it may not be around in a few years. I guarantee you them people will be around in a few years. Why? Because they're not following the herd. Some people may think that following the herd is just doing OA. No, because loads of people are stopping OA. Loads of people are trying to transition into other things like unique bundles and stuff because they think it's dying. But those that stick to OA are going to end up with all the opportunities. So what I'm saying here is whatever way you decide to do it, not following the herd is where the opportunities are about. What about these new toy certificates you have to have and stuff for toys and stuff to, you know, the what are they called, letter of, oh, I forgot what they're called, I forgot what they're called, the letters of, honestly I've forgotten what they're called. That's really frustrating me. But you need certain compliance for selling some products now, right? Those that have not got that anymore, those that haven't got that may, we don't know what's going to happen yet, but may not be able to sell these toys. What's that? That's an opportunity. If you want to just focus on that opportunity of selling the toys that others may not be allowed to sell, and you go out of your way to get the letter of conformity, which is what I'm talking about, so that you're allowed to sell them, that's a huge opportunity. You could be one of the only ones on that listing if you go out of your way to find it on them ideas. What's everyone else doing, including myself, because I decided I didn't want to pursue this? I'm running away from this, and I'm stopping selling toys at the moment. Do you see what I mean? The opportunity is always where the herd is not following. The opportunity is going against the herd. The opportunity is doing stuff that others aren't doing in anything. And in this case, everyone's trying to find other opportunities because they think OA may not be around a few years. As I said, it will still be around for those that persist with it and make sure that it works for them. That's what I believe anyway. Hope you enjoy the video. Speak to you soon.